Okay, this looks easy. Okay, Thai citizen ID or passport ID. Passport. Passport. A lot of good this is. Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. I'm going to try to go today and renew my Thai driver's license. People always ask me, should I get a Thai driver's license if I'm going to be staying in Thailand for a while? I say, yeah, it's a good idea. So I have licenses. I'm trying to renew them, but there's some things and some issues going on that are kind of surrounding that right now, and there has been some interest from people. So anyway, I'll kind of tell you the story and we'll see what's needed and we'll go out and try to get this done. So today I'm going to try and renew my driver's licenses. You get two licenses. You get a car license, you get a motorcycle license, or you get either one, whatever you want, but I have both. And it's been difficult trying to renew my license. Now, when you first get the license, it's only good for 2 years originally. Then when you renew, you can get 5 years. I've been here 2 years. Mine's about ready to expire. And I've been 3 times, you could say 3 times, 2.5. I've been trying to renew these licenses for probably a month now. I think what's happened is the ministry or the department that does that was closed for a couple, 2-3 months during the lockdown. And I don't think they've ever quite caught up yet. So yeah, let me preface all this that I'm going to tell you by first saying I'm no expert in this. I'm just sharing the story that's going on with me and what I'm doing. And suffice it to say, depending on where you are, what office you go into, what day you go in there, and maybe even who you talk to, your experience will almost certainly be different than mine. There are people that have reported going into offices and getting a renewal straight away. But there's others that they go into queues and it takes 1 to up to 3 months. So it all depends, but this is just where I am and my experience. So that's what I'm going to share here. So let's get back to the story. So there's a long queue, a long wait. So the first time I went in, and I just thought I could show up and get a number and renew. And I've been in there before for something similar because I thought I lost mine at one point, and I went in and I was in and out in 30-40 minutes with a brand new card, brand new license. So that was my frame of reference. I thought I could just show up, take a number, and do my business. But no, it's a queue. So the first time I went in, I was told there's an app. So go home, download the app, and that app will put you in an electronic virtual queue, and it will schedule you a date. I thought, okay, I can do that. So I'll show you the app. So pretty standard here. Just go to your app store or Play Store, whatever. They have it for Android, iPhone, and it's kind of looks like a lightweight app. It installs quickly. It was free. There was no cost or charge for it. And it seems to work. I was able to open it right up, but then when I tried to log in or get started, then I'm confronted with this. So it really needs a Thai citizen ID. It wouldn't let me use a passport number, and of course I don't have a Thai citizen ID. So yeah, I guess plan B, there is a website, and I think you can schedule through this website, but when I got there, it was all in Thai. So there's no English version, so I can't really recommend that. I was able to finally get into the app. V put in her ID, and we messed around with it, but we only had very limited success trying to schedule something. But even though it has an English version of the app, it's not totally English. It's partially in English. So that could still make it impossible for some people to navigate. I had some help with it. We tried to schedule. We scheduled a day. We showed up. They said, no, full. Go back home, reschedule. They said, really, the wait is almost 60 days. Well, in 60 days, I'll be expired. So that's a little bit of a quandary to be in. And last thing I want is an expired license and to get stopped, and I don't have a valid license. I don't want any of that. I did actually run across somebody, lives not far from me actually, who used the app successfully, waited in the queue, and I think he said it was 40 to 50 days. I forget the exact number he told me, but he did manage to use the app. He showed up. I think he was at the appointment in maybe 2 hours or something. It sounded like it worked for him, but it still was a long wait, and that was before I even knew about the app. So I think the times have not gotten shorter, they've actually gotten longer. So depending on where you live, what office you're going to, the queues might vary. But in Chonburi, where I tried to go, that's what I was confronted with. And I guess Pattaya is the same thing here. These places are very, very crowded. Even during normal times, they're crowded. But now, I guess with the backlog, it's even more so. So I found an agent, and I'm not a big believer to do things like this with an agent, because you can do it yourself. The agent told me, yeah, we can do it 2 or 3 hours, but there's a cost, and a pretty big cost, depending on what you think is a big cost. But at this point, I just want to get it done. I'm getting ready to move. The thing's going to expire soon. I don't need the drama, so I'd rather spend a couple hours this morning, try to go this route and get it done. Maybe I should have planned earlier and tried to get into the queue 2-3 months before I'm expiring, but now I'm within a month and they're telling me the queue is 2 months. So we'll go try it, and hopefully I have my new licenses and I can just kind of close the case on this one today. So let's go. So it's shortly after 9 a.m. I just made it to the place, South Pattaya here, 3rd Roads, the intersection right up there behind me. There's a department store right there. It's just kind of right next to that. So they do all kinds of stuff. I'll read you the sign real quick. Accounting, auditing, visa, work permit, company registration, land transfer, any kind of like a legal type thing. It says visa run, insurance, car tax, ownership. Actually, it says everything but driver's license, but he told me they do driver's license. So, oh, there it does. Get a Thai driver's license. It says it right there. So anyway, we'll go into J&E concierge, and see what we can get done.
A few moments later.
I need a medical certificate. Plus, I got to give them the documents a day ahead of time. Because if I walk in the morning, the earliest they can do it is the afternoon, and I got something else to do this afternoon. So we'll pick this back up, but I'll go get a medical on Soy Bacau. It's only like 100, 200 baht. You need to get that when you get your first license. I didn't know if I needed it for a renewal, but apparently you do. So basically you need everything for a renewal that you need when you get the license. You need the residency certificate, which I have. You need a medical. You need your original license, which in my case now is the ready soon to be expired Thai license, where if you're getting a license for the first time, it would be your home country license. Your passport, of course. I think that's it. And the money, and you got to fill out the form, but they do all that for you. So I'm gonna go get the medical, and then we'll bring the stuff back to him, and then we're gonna meet 7:30 in the morning at the license place next week. So I'll try to, maybe this will be like a 2-part thing. I'll just combine it. Whenever we do it, I'll I will follow up, and we'll see how it all ends up. But that's the first half of the story, and I guess most of the information of what to do. What do they charge? Well, for 2 licenses to renew them, 4,000 baht, so it's about $120. Expensive. I think that's expensive, but I don't think I have much of a choice to try to do this on my own with the app and the queue and everything else I have going on. It's not worth it for me. So I'm going to bite the bullet, pay the money, get it done. You may not feel comfortable going into the office by yourself and doing all that. So I think if it's something you have anxiety about, it's totally worth it to pay the agent. Just bite the bullet and do it. And then I got the license for 5 years. So you space that out over 5 years. That's like what? I don't know, $25 a year, something like that, less than that. So if you look at it that way, I think it's, what, $2 a month? $2 a month to have your licenses sorted. I think that's about what it would come out to. So something like that. So anyway, maybe not for everybody, but for me, in my case right now, I'm going to do it. So as usual, you decide. So right over here, that's where you get your medical certificate. So yeah, this is just one example of one place you can get one right in central Pattaya, right on Bukaw, across from like the little driveway or whatever to LK Metro. And I'll show you, it's real easy to find. There's a good landmark right next door that if you follow the channel, you've seen it before. And that would be Tin Cup. Right next to Tin Cup, there's Tin Cup right there. It's one of my favorite places to eat. And right next to that is the Bukaw Clinic. Certificate. They open at 8. They close at 12. So it's pretty painless. It's not a rubber glove type physical. So that's all I can do for today. I got the medical certificate, 100 baht for that. I'll take it over to the concierge, and they'll they'll get all the paperwork ready next week. 7:30 in the morning, I'll meet the guy there first thing in the morning, and apparently they get preferential service. They don't have any kind of queue. They're maybe the concept of like a dealer's line or something like that we used to have at our DMVs in the U.S. But I will also say there is supposed to be some kind of special dispensation if your license expires and you're called out with an expired license. But if you have an appointment for a future renewal, that's supposed to be okay. I don't have anything official on that, but that's what I hear. But anyway, when I go next week, hopefully this will work. I'll renew the license. It'll never lapse. It'll never be expired. And I'll do some kind of update segment in a video, probably not a whole video. But this one should give you most of the information, and that's going to be it for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode off here. And as usual, thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.